from Kim, and she can fuck all night.
And just like that, the Kansas City Chiefs are on to the divisional round of the 2021-22 NFL playoffs, baby. Let's go. This game was very fun, except for the first quarter. The first quarter sucked. But this game was very fun for us Chiefs fans. The Chiefs defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers 42-21. And for me, this was a little bit more personal because maybe a lot of fans are over that 2016 divisional where the Pittsburgh Steelers defeated us by literally kicking 6 field goals, but I've never gotten over it. Like, I'm still salty about it to this day. So for us to knock them out of the playoffs 5 years later, it feels good. It feels really good. This game wasn't as close as last time. This was a 42-21 final we're talking about here. And the Chiefs just absolutely put the hammer down, as Mitch Holthus would say. The first 5 drives of the game between the Steelers and Chiefs all resulted in either 3-and-outs or 4-and-outs. The Chiefs, on their third drive of the game, on the first play, Mahomes would throw an interception. Now, it wasn't a bad throw by any means. It's just TJ Watt made an incredible play. Timed his jump perfectly, tipped it in the air, and it was just unfortunately picked off. But I don't really think there's anything necessarily wrong with what Mahomes did on that play. It's just there aren't many guys like TJ Watt in this league. He is an incredible player. Following that interception would be 3 more consecutive drives resulting in a punt. So, I mean, just the entire first quarter and the first 5 minutes of the second quarter were just so uneventful. I mean, we're to punt over and over and over and over again. So we finally get to a point. Chiefs have the football. It's their 5th drive of the game. We're 5 minutes in to the second quarter, and for a reason I can't explain, the Chiefs make a ridiculous play call. Mecole Hardman, and you should know by now how I feel about Mecole Hardman, he takes the direct snap, hands it off to Darrell Williams, and honestly, I can't tell if Hardman botched the handoff or if Williams just dropped it. It's kind of hard to tell, but it was just a terrible play call. And what would happen is it was picked up and returned by TJ Watt for a Steelers touchdown, making it 7-0 Pittsburgh in the second quarter. So I don't really know what was going through their heads on that play call. Hey, let's have Hardman take the direct snap. Why? I don't know. And then hand it off to Williams. He fumbles it. It's terrible. The Chiefs would quickly respond with a 5-minute touchdown drive to get themselves on the board, and it's a Jerick McKinnon 4-yard touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. Following the Chiefs touchdown, the Steelers would go 3-and-out. The Chiefs get the ball back, and they have another touchdown drive. This one only lasting 2 minutes and 43 seconds. It's a Byron Pringle 12-yard pass from Patrick Mahomes. 14-0 Chiefs. The Steelers get the ball, and they go 3-and-out again. The Chiefs get the ball back, and they go 89 yards and 39 seconds. 89 yards and 39 seconds for the touchdown to end the half. And it wouldn't have been possible without some big plays that Patrick Mahomes made possible here. I mean, we're talking a 15-yard pass to McKinnon, then a 27-yard pass to Demarcus Robinson. Speaking of, why does he hold the ball out with one hand? Shouldn't you learn that shit in Pop Warner, bro? It's so frustrating. One of these days, he's just going to be holding it out, boom, punched out. Like, it's inevitable. I hate how he holds the ball. I've always hated how he holds the ball. He just holds it out with one hand. Why? You're begging for somebody to come punch it out of your fucking hand, dude. I don't get it. But anyways, he held on this time, thankfully, for the 27-yard gain. And then on 3rd and 20, Patrick Mahomes would find Travis Kelce for 48 yards, and he takes it to the end zone, leaving only 13 seconds left in the first half. Just an incredible way to end the half. 21-7 Kansas City going into halftime. The Chiefs receive the ball to start the second half. 4 minutes, 47 seconds, and it is another touchdown drive for the Chiefs. This is the 4th consecutive. The touchdown play, well, there weren't very many options open, but Nick Algoretti, the O-lineman, he throws down TJ Watt and gets wide open in the end zone. And Patrick Mahomes, the play was not designed to go to Algoretti, but everybody else was covered. So Algoretti just throws down TJ Watt and then backs 2 feet into the end zone, and Mahomes just throws it to him real quick for the big man TD, and just like that, it's 28-7 Kansas City. The Steelers get the ball back, and on the first play of their drive, Roethlisberger throws to Najee Harris, and he fumbles it. And the Chiefs get the ball back at the Pittsburgh 29. And on the second play of this drive, Patrick Mahomes throws deep and finds Tyreek Hill in the end zone for the 5th consecutive touchdown drive for the Chiefs. An incredible play. It's 35-7 Kansas City now. The Steelers finally don't go 3-and-out or fumble on the their first play of the drive, and they actually score a touchdown of their own. It's a Deontay Johnson 13-yard pass from Ben Roethlisberger. You knew, this is likely Ben Roethlisberger's last game, so you knew at some point he was bound to find somebody in the end zone. You know what? Good on him, man. Good on him. The Chiefs get the ball back, and wouldn't you know it, it's another touchdown drive. The 6th consecutive touchdown drive for this Kansas City offense. It's just remarkable what they've done in this game. This one lasts nearly 5 minutes, 9 plays. And on 1st and goal here, Travis Kelce takes the direct snap and finds Byron Pringle for the 2-yard catch. And for the first time in his career, Travis Kelce has thrown a touchdown pass. And at this point, the Chiefs are just having fun with this game. Let me also mention that Travis Kelce became the first player in NFL history in this game to throw a touchdown, catch a touchdown, and have more than 100 receiving yards in a single playoff game. Travis Kelce, first half of the season, he was having a little bit of an off year. He was playing kind of slow. But my God, has he absolutely picked it up, and he's just been an elite player for the Chiefs as of late, and this game shows just how dominant of a player he is. The Steelers get the ball back. They eat up a lot of time on the clock. They do get a touchdown. It's a James Washington touchdown pass from Ben Roethlisberger, and it's 42-21 Kansas City, and there would be no more scoring for the rest of this game. That's it. The Chiefs move on to the divisional. It's a 42-21 final. Just an incredible overall team performance from the Kansas City Chiefs. They looked amazing. I was a little bit sketched out going into this game just because it seems like the team has been kind of inconsistent this year, especially in the first half of the season. My God, they were terrible in the first half of the season. They really picked it up, and they played a complete team game. This was one of those games that reminds you of how dominant they were in that 2019 playoff run. I mean, we're talking 51-31 against the Texans, and then 35-27 the next week against Tennessee. Aside from the first quarter, the Chiefs' offense just played damn near perfect. And you can say all you want, right? Like, oh, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? They shouldn't have even been a playoff team. And yeah, I mean, if not for the additional 2 playoff spots the NFL added last year, the Steelers would not be in the playoffs. And there's a reason that the Chiefs were the biggest favorites in wild card history coming into this game. So yeah, it's no surprise that the Chiefs won this game, but at the end of the day, it's still a playoff game. It's still against a National Football League team. And I mean, this season, the Pittsburgh Steelers have the 20th ranked defense, which I mean, that's, about middle of the pack. It's average, I guess, but still, to put up 42 points on any NFL team, and in the playoffs too, that's an incredible accomplishment. The Chiefs actually, just like the 2019 divisional game against the Texans, Arrowhead Stadium ran out of fireworks, hence why I'm wearing this shirt. Perfect for the occasion. Now, let me just drop some stats on you, some incredible, historic stats that Patrick Mahomes accomplished in this game. Now, coming into this game, the shortest span between 5 touchdown passes in playoff history was Tom Brady in just under 25 minutes in 2011 against the Broncos. Patrick Mahomes in this game cut that time in half and then some, with an incredible 11 minutes and 31 seconds of game clock. That's right, in 11 and a half minutes of game clock, Patrick Mahomes threw 5 touchdown passes. And you want to know what the third shortest span was in playoff history? It was Patrick Mahomes against the Texans in 2019 at 26 minutes. That was 26 game minutes. Patrick Mahomes in this game did it in 11 minutes and 31 seconds. I mean, that is just mind-blowing, incredible. Like, I saw that and I almost thought it was Photoshop. I mean, this is just stuff that elite quarterbacks do. And in this case, it's something that's never even come close to until this game. Also, with this game, Patrick Mahomes became the NFL all-time leader for most games with 400 passing yards and 5 touchdown passes. He now has 4 of those games with only 72 career starts. Here's the graphic for you. He just passed up Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, and Joe Montana for fuck's sake. And look how many career starts they had. Manning with 292, Marino with 258, Montana with 187. Mahomes beat all of that, became the first ever to do it 4 times, and he only did it in 72 career starts. That is just mesmerizing. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. So for a lot of reasons, this game for the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes was historic. So now we have to talk about it. The upcoming game. The Chiefs will host the Buffalo Bills next week in the divisional game, and I think a lot of people remember The Chiefs kind of just got destroyed to Buffalo earlier this season. They lost 38-20 at Arrowhead Stadium in week 5 of this year. And Buffalo has been a solid team all year, minus the Jacksonville game. Minus the Jacksonville game, the Bills have been a Super Bowl caliber team in my eyes. I mean, they're simply built to win a championship. And this year might be their best chance to do so. Now, Chiefs did defeat the Bills in last year's playoffs pretty handily, 38-24, and that was in the AFC Championship game. But that was a different season, so we're not going to compare them. Because the Bills beat us with ease this year. Now, I will say the Chiefs had a lot of turnovers that game, and I don't think that'll happen again. But I have not been this terrified to play somebody in the playoffs in a couple of years. I'm just going to say that straight up right now. So it's not going to be an easy game at all. I'm going to be pissing my pants for all 60 minutes of that game. I think this game is going to come down to a turnover. I think this game is either going to come down to somebody turning the ball over, or it's going to come down to the last drive of the game, like a game-winning field goal kick. It won't be a blowout like it was earlier this year. This will be a very close game. And honestly, in my head, as of right now, I think that there's a very real possibility the Chiefs lose this game. Bills are good, man. The Bills are damn good. But me and my two bros, Kanav and Casey, we do these live streams prior to the playoff rounds and talk about how we feel about every matchup. And believe me, I will get into plenty of detail about how I feel about the Chiefs-Bills matchup this upcoming weekend. Probably Friday, I imagine, is when that live stream will take place. It will happen. We will go live and we will talk about it. And I have a lot to say. If you're a Chiefs fan and you want to hear my thoughts and opinions on the upcoming game, you want to hear in depth how I feel, I advise that you tune into that live stream whenever it takes place. Just be on the lookout this weekend for it. So with that being said, go Chiefs, baby. We back in the AFC Divisional for the 4th straight year, and it feels good. It feels damn good. And lastly, I just want to take a moment to say congratulations to Ben Roethlisberger on a fantastic career. I mean, 2 Super Bowl championships. Not many quarterbacks can say they've done that. So it was without a doubt an incredible career for Ben Roethlisberger, assuming that was his last ever game. Without a doubt, he's going to be in Canton. So with that being said, I will catch you next week for the Bills game. Go Chiefs, baby. Let's take it back. Peace out.